right, well, so our first bit of news is an interesting one because last week we talked about Sundance seeking out potential new host sites for the festival outside of Utah beyond 2027. And this week, Slamdance is beating them to the punch. The Slamdance Film Festival, which has long taken place alongside Sundance in Park City at the same time as Sundance, is moving to Los Angeles for the 2025 edition of the festival. Slamdance is a really interesting festival. We always try to catch like a movie or two at least from them because they have pretty low pricing. They, especially since the outbreak of COVID, have made almost all, if not all, of their catalog available online. Like, it's a really easy festival to participate in and get access to movies for. They also are interesting in the fact that as Sundance throughout the years has become more commercial and attracted bigger movies from bigger studios and bigger celebrities, Slamdance has tried to sort of stay true to the indie spirit, and
that is true.
They showcase much smaller budgeted films from much less famous people. You know, occasionally they'll get lucky and Steven Soderbergh will debut High Flying Bird there, but it's very rare to see a film from a director that you know well at Slamdance, which means it's an awesome opportunity for a bunch of younger filmmakers to break through. What do you think about Slamdance picking up and moving to LA for 2025?
As long as they keep that streaming platform, which is like $7.99, I'm all for it. I don't care where y'all move to, because I think that has been the most accessible thing. That is walking your talk. Because I think it's like $7.99 for their streaming platform that they actually have. And if you get it during January, they just include the movies. That's crazy. I think LA is a better place. I think anything would have been a better place because you and I go to Sundance and we know how expensive that is. Who's going to just Utah for Slamdance? Like, that's too expensive. It never made any sense to me that it was so indie, and yet it's at the same places that like, honestly, sometimes even the same theaters that Sundance is also taking place in.
They took over the Holiday Inn Theater that we normally associate with Sundance this year.
Yeah, that's got the Intelligentsia on there. Yeah, they did that one, and that was a really nice place to host it. But again, if you're supposed to be so independent, why are you making it at the place that everybody knows is the hardest to get into? LA's a lot better. That's a hub. That's where a lot of the filmmakers are living and trying to make it. I think it's a smart choice.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, in one hand, Slamdance really, like, it developed its reputation sort of in opposition to Sundance. So it is weird to decouple it from Sundance, but like they can still keep it at the same. Yeah, but they can still keep it at the same part of the calendar. I believe they're planning to.
True.
And in a way, like, this is just
actually, look at that. They're moving it a month later.
Oh, that's interesting too. Okay.
I like that too, though, because again, we're had
always too busy
access
during
to the screeners.
Sundance. Yeah,
we're scrambling with it. So I like that too. I don't think that's conceding. I think that's a smarter decision.
Well, yeah, it kind of lets them have a moment to stand up on their own, and they don't have to be the festival in the shadow of Sundance. They can just kind of be their own festival. And the difference between being in Park City and being in LA is just significantly more accessible to people. And I bet you a lot of the people who are submitting films to Slamdance are already in LA. So just seems like a smart move in order to keep the mission of that festival alive. I really hope that Sundance isn't going to follow in their footsteps. I kind of doubt that Sundance would follow in their footsteps.
They still got to decide.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't have a huge problem with it, especially
meet the Graham style.
Exactly, 20 minutes later. I don't have a problem with it, especially, like you said, if they can continue to keep the online aspect of that festival alive.
Hey, and we know that there's never anything in February, so perfect spot. But now you and I definitely don't get a break in between.
Just all the time watching movies. Never ends.
All right, more work, I guess. Sure, more movies.